Cardinal baseball is different than baseball in any other city. The city's identification with the Cardinals, I think, transcends any of the other cities. Almost everybody's aware of the history of Cardinal baseball and just the love that people have for baseball in general here. A lot of guys who have come to St. Louis from other teams have said that's one of the reasons why they have signed on with the Cardinals, because they know the fans appreciate good baseball.
These fans are so excited, and you know, we've gotten close for so many years.
To finally win the World Championship and bring a championship back to St. Louis was very, very important.
When they got to the World Series, they played much better fundamentally than the Tigers, and that's how they did it. The tenor of the series was established in the first game when Anthony Reyes held the Tigers to 1 run, and everybody just kind of fed off that. The way Jeff Weaver pitched in the final game of the World Series was kind of the climax to the whole thing.
Just when Wainwright struck out Ainge, I mean, I just, you know, hugged everybody around me and kind of thought, this is going to be fun.
So winning is winning, but if you win at home, so you're actually celebrating the championship at the moment with your fans, it was perfect, but even better than I had dreamed.
$500,000 St. Louisans, male, female, young, old, black, white, rich, poor, all setting their differences aside and celebrating a common goal and celebrating their beloved St. Louis Cardinals.
But here it is this Sunday, and it's Chamber of Commerce type day. It was perfect. Make that swing off 18th Street, you go onto Market Street and you look down and you see, 20, 25 deep, and you see the arch in the background. And we still talk about it. We have pictures and video and the experience. I think more than anything else, the happiness of the Cardinal fans. And we felt happy, they felt happy, and it was just a joyous kind of day. We go into the stadium for the rally. I mean, it just could not have been better.
Well, Walt and Tony go back to minor league days in Des Moines, Iowa, almost in the American Association. Walt was a GM in that league for a while, front office at least in that league, and then Tony managed in that league. And then they were with Oakland for a long time. Tony was managing, and Walt was the assistant general manager. So their relationship probably stems to 25 years or so. In this day of constant change in baseball, to have Tony La Russa and Walt Jocketty be in the same positions for over a decade with the same team, you may not see that again in baseball. They go to spring training every year with a real chance to make the playoffs. And that's all you can expect. They've never failed to put a competitive product on the field here.
In a couple of months, you start spring training, and if we're not competitive with a chance to win, our fans will not be happy, our organization will not be happy. So I feel very anxious to get going and have another chance.
2006 was a memorable year for all of St. Louis, particularly Cardinal fans. It began with the much anticipated opening of the new Busch Stadium.
I recall a story right before we were about to close the deal, the financing for the new ballpark. And at the 11th hour, literally a week before closing, and we had to get closed because of the construction time frame, the equity partner in the stadium backed out of the deal. And it was just amazing to watch my father put it all together, decide to take on additional risk by having the Cardinals step up and be the equity partner in the stadium. And I just remember, about 25 to 30 lawyers and bankers in the room all working it out, and he was really quarterbacking the whole process.
While so much time and attention has been focused on the opening of the new ballpark, and rightfully so, because it is such a massive undertaking, many years in the planning, several years in the construction. Believe it or not, it's really just the first step. It's the first step in the redevelopment of an area of downtown that not only includes the new ballpark and its hundreds of million dollars investment in the ballpark, but a similar investment, perhaps even more, in the development adjacent to the ballpark village.
I think the ballpark village really takes downtown to the next level. We have a lot of great development going on, loft conversions and the old post office, and some things happening that are now new construction, but nothing of the scale of Ballpark Village in terms of the mixed-use new product coming online with office and lots of retail and residential. You know, this is really what takes downtown to that next step of new construction. It couldn't be in a better place. It's in the heart of downtown, next to our jewel of a new ballpark.
This announcement represents more than just a symbolic relationship. It's a real commitment that will further stimulate our growth and reputation as a world-class city.
When you look at it from the baseball team's perspective, what we're trying to do is give our fans, many fans who invest heavily and travel hundreds of miles to attend Cardinal games, the maximum possible entertainment experience when they invest their time and their hard-earned money to come to a Cardinal game. Not only will it showcase the Cardinals in its best possible light, but it will also showcase downtown St. Louis, the great community of downtown St. Louis, in its best possible light.
The civic organizations in St. Louis have been very helpful for us in terms of getting the ball rolling on the Ballpark Village process. The RCGA in particular, we're very thankful of their involvement in this process.
St. Louis is a unique baseball town, and the support from our fans is legendary. The challenge facing the Cardinals has not so much been how do we get more and more fans to come to our games, but we, in some respects, have a bigger challenge. And that bigger challenge is we already have a lot of fans attending our games. How do we continue to convince them to continue to come to the games? The icing on the cake, obviously, is the attendance we had this year with the new ballpark. But the thing that we think is going to keep our fans coming back year in and year out is not only the experience at the ballpark, but that opportunity every once in a while to celebrate side by side with your fellow fans a world championship as they did this year.